Hi, folks. This is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report. You know, we have talked so much about our tournaments, and I've talked in other reports about how drop shot fishing seems to be the way to catch all these wonderful smallmouths that people are coming from all over the country to have a chance of catching. So we've talked about what drop shotting is. It's taking a little bitty bait and having a sinker below it that goes along the bottom. The bait rides above it in the water column where the gobies aren't going to bother it and where the fish can see it fluttering in the current. And all this is, and I won't go into all these different aspects again, but what I want to tell you is that you can take this very same type of fishing and you can apply it to other areas. You can take your drop shot rigs and your drop shot technique and go to a pond or a smaller stream. The bottom line is it's a way to present a little natural-looking bait into a pool and let just the natural fluttering of the bait and the current of the water make it look like what the fish would want to eat. Fish are going to want to eat the same type of things. It doesn't matter whether they live in a tributary or they live in the St. Lawrence or in another pond. They're going to want to eat smaller fish. They're going to want to eat things that look like the natural food that exists in their water. And drop shot baits do that. So what do? You can take a spinning rod. All you have to do is have a sinker tied at the end of your line, and then maybe 6 inches to 15 inches above, depending on the water you're fishing and what you want to do. You can attach a little hook in one of these small 3-inch baits. And I've told you all those drop shot baits, but any of them will work. And then you cast it out just as if you were using live bait. Just take yourself back to when maybe you were younger or began fishing and you were using angle worms or something like that. And you'd cast out, you'd wait to feel the tap, tap. You let the worm be stationary out there. You can do the same thing with a drop shot. And it can be one of the most deadly, lethal ways to catch fish no matter where you go. It's not just a St. Lawrence River bait. You can take it and use it in other places. I think the biggest reason why you would want to do that is to be able to present a small bait, and you don't want that small bait snagging on the rocks in the bottom all the time. You go in the Grass River and you throw out to any of the pools. That Grass River it's a mecca of boulders and rocks, and every one of those boulders and rocks went to school to learn how to snag your lure. So if you're using a drop shot, if the thing does snag, it's going to be the sinker. And the key is to have that sinker tied on to a bit of line that's weaker than your regular line, so the thing that breaks is your sinker. And you still have your hook, and you still don't lose your whatever the bait is, the drop shot bait that you select. It's another tip, and it's another way that you can enjoy all the other fishing areas. You may not have a bass boat or a $100,000 rig to go out there and fish the St. Lawrence, but you can fish any of our smaller waters using the same type of baits. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report.